Hello and welcome everybody. It's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thank you for joining me today for the Vivacious Virgo August horoscope. Okay, a bit of an interesting month this month because everybody's got a thing called a yod, or the finger of God. Okay, so this gives you, after a few sort of tensions and challenges, it gives you the ability to be very creative. And for you, Vivacious Virgo, it's in your 12th house, which is all about your subconscious, your dreams, meditations, what goes on in your meditations, your inner world. So it's very interesting. We don't have any new planets going retrograde. Jupiter went retrograde, I think it was the 28th of July. So I'm saying that thinking that, you know, we're in August now, but in reality it's only the 19th of July. But anyway, 28th of July, Jupiter goes retrograde. And for you, that should slow things down a little bit because it's in your 8th house. So it's probably to do with joint resources. Maybe if you're thinking of buying a house or getting a loan, there might be some sort of delay on it. There's a few other things going on there too. So yeah, it could be quite difficult if you sort of share things with somebody else. Inheritances, there could be some issues. Loans, it's harder to get a loan, or there's some issue with it. However, the month is quite interesting and a lot of progress to be made this month, generally speaking. There's no eclipses either this month, which is some people might think that's good news. Okay, just briefly, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you, and then we'll have a look at your horoscope in depth. Okay, if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to the board and we'll have a look what these cards have to say firstly. Alrighty, so the first half of the month for you, Virgo, just closing my eyes. What's this? It looks like a microwave. It's like a conveyor belt and it's going into some sort of oven. And that's saying, I often think of the analogy of like baking a cake. You're well into baking this cake, but it's not ready yet. So just be patient. It's like perhaps you want to do something, achieve something in your life, and you've been working on it for a while, but it's still not ready. But yeah, patience is a virtue. Okay, so just hang on. It will come when it's ready. Okay, let's have a look and see what card comes up. Okay, you do have to be careful this month that you don't push yourself too much, okay? This indicates that there could be some sort of mental stress. Maybe you're really worried about something. You need to rest. It's almost like something to do with work, maybe for some of you anyway, not all of you, but maybe your work is not as available as it was before. You get less work and you're worried about it. But rest is actually more important to you. And so you're sort of burning yourself out. It could be worry on the cards, some decisions to be made. But this is the priority, making sure that you get enough rest, enough sleep at night. You can take melatonin. Now, if you want to do that, in Australia, there's all these rules, of course, about melatonin. Yes, you can get it from a doctor. If you're over 60, I think the age is, you can get it from a pharmacy. Just walk in and show your driver's license, I believe. Or you can buy it online from iHerb and just start with like 3 milligrams, maybe take half a tablet, because if you're sensitive, especially if you're sort of psychic or highly intuitive or you're physically sensitive, you don't want to overdose or you'll be groggy the next day. Okay, so yeah, maybe take half a tablet at 3 milligrams and see how you feel. Okay, that will help you sleep. Or there's another thing called 5-HTP. People talk about, say that's good. Please, when I'm talking about this, go and do your own research. I'm just talking from my own experience. It doesn't mean it's right for you. But go and do your own research. And if you go to iHerb, read the reviews, and especially go and look at the 1-star reviews, because these things don't work for everybody. Okay, but do watch your health and get plenty of rest. All right, so the second half of the month, let's see, closing my eyes now for Virgo. Okay, I'm in a forest walking past, I'm on a fairly straight path, but it is up and down. But it's like the forest is alive and it's somehow rejuvenating me or enlivening me, even though I'm, exercising in a sense, going uphill and down dale. It's sort of interesting and exciting. Let's go with that one. Okay, this is lovely. The star, you send your hopes and dreams out to the universe and spirit hears you. Okay, this is all about being in touch with your subconscious, which is what I was saying before, and you do have a fair bit of activity here in your 12th house as well. And this is about also being patient, because you have to send your hopes and desires out to the universe, and then there's some sort of waiting period. It's like going to a restaurant. When you put your order in, the food doesn't magically appear instantly. This blue and green aqua colour, self-expression, and it's also about the desires of the heart. Okay, you see the moon in the background there, so very big on your intuition and your subconscious as well. Okay, a major arcana, so fairly important. All right, so that's those two cards. Let's make it a bit bigger so you can see your horoscope. And we're going to put these cards here like that. Right. Okay, and all right, first thing to note is happy birthday early Virgos, because your birthday is coming up. A new cycle begins for you. How exciting. The other thing here that's fairly important is this yod that I mentioned before, and you'll see the focal point is Mercury here in your subconscious. So picking up the messages from your subconscious, and that's another reason why you need to rest, so you can do that without too much stress. Okay, so you could have a very spiritual month this month and get a lot of feedback from spirit about how you're going. There are some challenges with these T-squares here, and this is involving Mars and Uranus, both of these T-squares. So you might feel impatient or irritable, a bit frustrated sometimes with Mars. Just be careful of slips and trips, falls and spoils, because Mars sometimes pushes you to go too fast, which is why you have to be careful here. Okay, Uranus, the planet of craziness, what can I say, wild and daring pursuits. Yeah, the challenges, the T-squares are there to challenge you, and that's to help you grow in some way. Other thing to note is Mercury is going from your 12th house into your sign and then into your second house, which will be messages and communications about from your dreams or from your subconscious, and then your own belief systems, and then your finances. Let's have a look now at your horoscope in depth. From the 31st of July to the 3rd of August, Mars conjuncts Uranus. It's crazy time when these two come together, and so this starts the month off basically, and they're both at 18 degrees. Uranus 1842 and Mars 1828, so their energies blend. Do be careful of recklessness, impatience, so I mentioned before. Sometimes you might think you have a brilliant idea, but it could actually be dangerous even under this, so watch that. You've got a strong drive for freedom and independence. It's best that you don't assert that in your vehicle while you're driving. You could end up with a ticket for speeding, okay, because both these planets really have strong needs to speed. They just want to get there. So yeah, watch that. So try and slow down in all the areas of your life under this. Take a deep breath and think. But on the upside, it also brings excitement into your life, and you need that too. So think of ways that you can get excitement in a safe way. 2nd of August to the 25th of August, your ruler goes into your sign here. This is about coming out and making a statement to the world, okay, and really letting your voice be heard and expressing yourself. You might have been thinking about something for some time, especially with Mercury here in your subconscious, and you've just sort of sat on these ideas, but maybe now you're going to come out and put them out into the world. It's a great time to start discussions and communicating with people generally. The only sort of possible downside is because the energy is all about you speaking out. Just make sure you listen to other people as well, because that's the best kind of conversation, if you can talk to other people and listen to other people. Okay, 6th of August to the 9th of August, Mars squares Saturn. This is also a time of frustration sometimes. Sometimes you might feel a little bit discouraged, and especially if you're particularly sensitive, there could be criticism of your efforts. There could be some sort of limitation or obstacle to what you want to do. Maybe, arguments with authority figures, which includes husbands, teachers, bosses, anyone who would disagree with you, really. So it's just a good time to be patient, take a deep breath. Don't demand too much of yourself, and bear this in mind. Go and have a lay down. Go and have a cup of tea and a lay down. In the old days, we used to say, have a Bex and a lay down. But yeah, Bex is illegal. It's been banned. Was doing all sorts of terrible things to people's bodies, apparently, in the 1960s. But I remember it. And then we have Mars trining the Moon from the 6th of August to the 10th of August. This is quite good because it does give you a lot of energy, and you could be feeling very motivated and passionate about what you want to do. It's almost like you've got a childlike wonder or sense of awe about things, and you could sort of be up for a football game or go to a rock concert or something like that. So yeah, go out and enjoy yourself by all means. 12th of August sees a full moon in Aquarius here in your house of everyday work, habits, your health and well-being, and with a full moon here, could get a bit of a shake-up, and you're going to have some practical necessities to take care of, but it could be a little bit turbulent. But it's more in your thoughts. Aquarius has the ability to detach from things, which is actually a good thing in this case. Maybe you're thinking about some self-improvement ideas or changing your diet or something like that. 10th of August to the 4th of September, Venus moves into your 12th house here of the subconscious, the house of the divine goddess. Maybe with this you don't feel really sort of like socializing at this time, which is fine. Again, it comes back to you need to rest. Okay, meditate, just lay down and meditate after lunch or something like that, and see what information you can glean. Maybe get your phone and put it on the memo app, and talk about what you see or what you pick up while you're just laying there. Okay, the other thing with Venus here is sometimes you might have romantic feelings for someone, but they're not available to you, which can be sad, it can be frustrating, it can be really give you a bit of a shake-up. But the other side of it too is that there might be somebody who needs you very much, maybe a relative or somebody that is calling on you for help. 10th of August to the 13th of August, Mars sextiles Neptune. This is good for charities, cooperating with other people, serving other people. You're likely to have a fair degree of idealism now. Maybe you don't feel like pushing your own interests, but you're happy to help other people. The 10th of August to the 13th of August, also Mars squares your ruler Mercury. Watch this because, again, frustration and irritability. Watch for arguments, heated debates. If you're listening to a conversation, you can see when it's going to go down the road of having an argument. So, yeah, just watch that. And watch for frustration and impatience, as I keep saying. It's a very heavy Mars month this month for all the signs. So people are just going to be up and spoiling for an argument sometimes. 12th of August to the 15th of August, Mars conjuncts your MC. This gives you the desire for leadership, for personal recognition for your efforts, and for control over your own life, which is fair enough. You could be quite competitive in business, and Sometimes that can cause problems with competitors. Don't take it lying down. Do defend yourself, but if you open your eyes and just use a little bit of wisdom, you can see the arguments coming, so you can probably avoid them actually. 16th to the 19th of August, the Sun conjuncts your ruler Mercury, making communications, study, thinking, maybe, makes them more important, more of a focus in your life. Maybe you're quite curious about something at the moment and you want to keep digging until you find out, what the answer is about something. But it's a great time for presenting ideas, for presentations. You can express your thoughts very clearly now. Just make sure you listen to other people, as I mentioned before. If you're buying or selling, it's a good time for negotiating. 18th of August to the 25th of March, which is a very long time for Mars to be in the one sign. It moves into your 10th house here of career and vocation. So you might be really ambitious now. You might be thinking about how you can better yourself at work, or perhaps, really trying to find out what your true vocation is. You don't want to work just for money. You want to work because it makes your heart sing. Do watch at work for conflicts at work as well, especially with those people in authority. And it's fine to be ambitious, just don't tread on too many people's toes. 18th of August to the 21st of August, Mars squares your ascendant. Again, arguments, so watch for that. It's hard sometimes, when you're not feeling like you want to compromise. It might be difficult to come to an agreement with somebody else. It is a good time to get your grievances out in the open, however. 21st of August to the 22nd of September, the Sun moves into your sign, dear Virgo, and you can make a strong statement to the world now. If you want to make an impression on somebody, you're likely to be successful doing that. Other people will follow your lead. You come across as more confident than usual. People think you know what you're doing, and so they're happy to listen to you. 24th of August to the 23rd of September, Mercury moves into your second house here. So this brings a lot of discussions and thoughts about finances and commercial transactions, or the things that you value most. You might be thinking about how you spend your money and manage your own resources, and it's a great time to consult with a financial planner or an accountant and get your business in order now. 27th of August sees a new moon in Virgo here in your sign, and you could be more perceptive and sensitive than usual. You pick up emotional currents of the people around you. So if you're in the shops, in a queue, maybe you'll, be a bit careful that you're not picking up the person next to you, and then you think it's you and it's really them or something like that. Also, the other thing is you may not be that objective. You might be quite subjective in your thinking because your thinking's coloured by your intuitions or your emotions. Okay, so that's your horoscope for the month. So, there's some really good things happening there. The thing is to watch your irritability and impatience levels. Everybody's got the same advice actually, because Mars is doing this to everybody. But the fact is that now you know about it, you can be prepared. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like or a comment or share on your socials. That would be fabulous. And if you are new, subscribe and be live. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. Have a fabulous month, everyone, and I'll see you all again really soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.